United rolling out a new flight plan, including a huge order of new aircrafts. And Phil LeBeau joins us now with a very special guest. Phil.
Thank you, Andrew. Scott Kirby, CEO of United Airlines, joining us here at the NASDAQ to discuss what is a huge day for the airline. Let's talk about the numbers overall. 270 new airplanes, 200 of them being 737 MAXs, the other 70s being Airbus A321neos. And you're also going to be replacing your regional jets, most of them, with larger jets. What's the thought process here behind this decision?
Well, first, it's great to be here in person again.
Absolutely.
And seeing everyone. Really what we're trying to do is upgrade the whole customer experience. And the single-seat 50-seat regional jets, are some of the toughest customer experience. And at United, we really needed to get that to be a world-class, first-class product. We have the best international product of any airline, in the country today. But upgrading our domestic experience for customers is really what this order is about. And while it's a big aircraft order, it's really about upgrading the customer experience with new airplanes, but also brand new interiors, the best interior, seatback entertainment, and all the amenities that we're going to put on the airplane.
When you were at American Airlines, before you came over to United, did you realize as you were coming over to United, look, this is a bit of a sleeping giant? They've got a great network, but they also have the oldest fleet, and they frankly have interiors and an experience that is not living up to the competition.
Well, when I first went to United, I always knew that there was a ton of potential. And everyone in aviation thinks of United Airlines as this airline with lots of potential that never really realized it. But this has been a big part of it. We had to actually create the product that customers want. And that's really what this is about, is giving the customers the product that they want. Because we're already in the biggest cities in the country. Our hubs are in the best places in the country. But we needed to create the product that customers will choose to fly United Airlines.
You have the largest or the oldest fleet right now at more than 16 years for the average age of your aircraft, but you're going to be taking one new plane on average every 3 days in 2023?
By the time we get to 2023, one new airplane every 3 days, which I don't know of any airline in history that's even come close to that. But this really is about, as we come out of COVID and as we have confidence in the future, being able to rapidly change the airline for customers.
You're not paying list price for these aircraft. I know people always say that. They're like, how much are they spending? And list price would be somewhere around $33, $35 billion. Clearly, you're not paying that much. But the critics will look at this and they'll say, this is an airline that already has heavy debt. And there are a lot of questions about how you're going to pay that back, in addition to whether or not business is going to come back, both in terms of corporate as well as international. What do you say to those critics?
Yeah, well, first on the second point, we believed, back in April of last year, we were unique, really the only ones that believed that business travel and international would ultimately come back. Every data point as we've gone through the crisis makes that get stronger and stronger today. And today, it's an understatement to say I'm confident that business travel is going to come back. Business travel is going to come back. It's going to be a little bit different. Some of it will be people commuting instead of driving to work. There'll be things like that are different. But we've seen a huge acceleration even in the last few weeks.
And real quick, before I toss it to Joe, and I know you got a question, Joe, when you say business travel is coming back, where are we at right now, and when do you think that we're at more than or back to 2019 levels?
So we're down about 60% now. But literally 10 weeks ago, we were down close to 90%. That tells you something about the acceleration. And all the anecdotes we hear from customers is, once we get to September, they're going to be back on the road, particularly for client-facing visits. I don't think business travel comes back 100%, probably until 2023. But I think we have a big step function increase in September, another one in January when people have budgets again. But we absolutely think it's coming back 100%.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.